Dear Journal, today I traveled back in time. I was with the slaves, probably one of those white Negroes or house Negroes, while the rest were out in the field. I was a slave today, and I'll tell you why. Because I felt history again as I was traveling in Markham. There's so much blood. Everything was sad. I turned on Flow Station, and there came on soca. Soca is a rhythm that is generally popular in Guyana, Trinidad, stuff like that. Um, I like my rockers first, and then soca is also up there. Just because, just that's just my style, very low key. But Trinidad is a very important piece of history in the true story of Prophet Hannah. Let's talk about Trinidad. First of all, Hannah's first love is from Trinidad. He was Marshall, and he was a black man with blue eyes, green eyes. When I think of him, he adds to the phenotype portion of my black stuff that was witnessed by UFT in 2009, 2010. Sorry, 2010 it was witnessed. I mean, it is what it is, the true story. You can't be the globe's biggest figure and just be, one thing. There's something else. When we think of soca, we think of slavery and the upbeat music they do to struggle, push through that struggle. We blasted the music again today because soca is also bird. It's probably brought in by indentured slaves or different parts of Asia into Trinidad. Trinidad is one of those islands that is a fusion of colors, just like Hannah. But Trinidad paid the price in Canada, and so did Prophet Hannah. Prophet Hannah had a childhood best friend named Elizabeth Watson, which is Larry Watson's sister. She was also Trini. She ended up marrying Barry Bonds. Remember, Prophet Hannah is an urban prophet. What else about Trini? Trini is the Trinity of Christ inside Trinidad, and the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Trinidad reminds me today of the struggle that is no different than 2,000 years ago or 1,400 years ago with slave ships. As they whipped and they cut feet and they broke limbs and they raped to make way for urban or small centers for food production, we experienced that in Canada in 2015. It was a disaster. So the soca played back then was played today, and it just brought a smile to my face. And how important Trinidad is to Prophet Hannah, because you have to understand, this is a black man. He wasn't dark, but he was still a black Trinidadian. And he was a musician, so he might have been known. The Marshall family, they played soca. These things are the foundation of God and what contributed to the book, Animal to Hominid, years later. Another interesting fact about Trinidad.